This short explainer video will talk about PICOs, which are a key element of the new JCA process. The PICO framework provides a standardized format for generating the research questions and therefore the evidence required for making an assessment under the JCA framework. So P is for population or populations, as it may include subpopulations and subgroups. I is the intervention that's under study. C are the comparator or comparators that are relevant to clinical practice. And then O is the outcome or outcomes. And these may be fixed outcomes, they may be patient-reported outcomes, they could be surrogate markers, or they may be safety outcomes. What it doesn't include, though, is anything to do with economic outcomes. So if we have a look at a hypothetical PICO scoping, so in this case, we've got an adult patient population with condition A, and the intervention is medicine X. The comparator within the pivotal study is placebo, and the outcome is a 12-week resolution of condition A. So what we may see as we go through a scoping exercise for PICOs is it may actually be more relevant if we look at adult patients with condition A who have failed on medicine Y. So in this, it's a subgroup of that first population. And if you're aware that this is going to happen, it could be that you enrich your pivotal studies with patients who have failed medicine Y so that you can answer this PICO with your pivotal data, or at least a sub-analysis of your pivotal data. However, in clinical practice, it may be that medicine Y is more of an appropriate comparator than just placebo. So you're then up to 3 PICOs. So that's the adult patients with condition A comparing medicine X and medicine Y. You're going to need to generate evidence on this, and that may be through an interventional study, but it could be through an indirect treatment comparison. Moving on, it may actually be that for patients who have failed in clinical practice medicine Y, they get medicine Z. And so here we're up to 4 PICOs. The outcomes haven't changed, the interventions haven't changed, but what we are seeing is that there could be different comparators, as well as patients as a whole and patients who have failed medicine Y. In 2023, UNETA ran a simulation for Pluvicto to assess what could be the number of consolidated PICOs. In this exercise, it came out with 6 consolidated PICOs, 2 within the full label population and 4 in subpopulations. And within here, what we also saw was similar to the example I just explained, that you see different populations being selected, but also different comparators that are relevant for clinical practice. So what is clear, thinking about the JCA process, is that early prediction of PICOs will enable you to generate the evidence such that when you need to prepare your dossier for submission, you're able to answer the PICOs that have been selected by each of the HTA bodies.